Happy Sunday. Let's talk about every game happened on Saturday, March 8th. We had about 8 games. The first game is the Brooklyn Nets lost to the Charlotte Hornets 102-105. These games don't matter. We all know what it is. Cam Thomas and D'Lo, they play close to 30 minutes. That's encouraging. I guess this is the big game for them. Claxton also got close to 30. Cam Thomas, obviously a very big disappointment. We know if he plays, he's healthy, play 35 minutes, he's going to put up 22, 23 points a night with over 3 threes, but that hasn't been healthy. So very disappointing year for him. Next year, you might be able to get him cheap. D'Lo hit 4 threes, 28 points, really good game from D'Lo, but they're just not going to play him this level of minutes every night. Zaire Williams hit 4 threes and 2 blocks. Okay, I mean, he could definitely do better, but the minutes is great. Could be, could definitely be a streamer with threes and defensive stats. Keon Johnson with everybody back, only 25 minutes. And like I said, just really not much going on with this Nets team. A lot of guys that we could stream if there's a back-to-back. A guy like De'Ron Sharp, a guy like Trenton Wolford, especially with D'Lo out. But none of those guys can really. None of those guys is like if you give them 35 minutes, can any of them be a top 50 player? Maybe De'Ron Sharp, but the rest of the guys not really. For the Charlotte Hornets. Diabate played 36 minutes. Yeah, with Mark Williams and Yusuf Nurkic out, he got the big minutes. He's a really good rebounder. He had 10 offensive rebound here. So if he starts, definitely stream him for some big man stats. This game they also don't have LaMelo. They don't have. They really don't have LaMelo. So Damian started. Took 17 shots, where Nick Smith Jr. took 16 shots. Yeah, all these guys, you're looking for points, sure. With LaMelo Ball out. Miles Bridges continues to continue his amazing season, I guess, for him, statistically. 26 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and still in the block with 2 threes, yeah. We know we can put up numbers, but next year, if you draft him early, you're going to be in trouble because Brandon Miller and LaMelo, they're going to be healthy, right? Beginning of the season, when everybody healthy, he was kind of bad. Right, he wasn't even playing a lot of minutes. He was not getting the usage. But it feels like it's the same thing every year. Miles Bridges just pops off as we get to the end of the season. The next one is the Rockets just destroyed the Pelicans, 117-146. I guess they just have no defense. Kelly Olynyk played 22 minutes. If you have him, I would still hold on to him. Even though he didn't make a single shot, but he still has 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 blocks. You have him for the threes, rebound, assists, steals, and blocks. He offers so many different categories. But again, in fantasy playoffs, let's say you are trying to win, think of 2 categories, maybe like points and threes, right? Everything else is already locked up. Then you drop it, you try to stream somebody else. Even though he does offer a little bit points and threes, but not huge volume. Zion Williamson had 20 points and 2 steals. Not much else. Okay. It's good that he's playing. At least he's playing. Missy, he's just boring. 6'7", sure, that's good. 6 rebounds, but he doesn't grab a lot of rebounds either. He doesn't block a lot of shots. Right? I guess you could have him for field goal, but definitely not somebody worth, especially in the playoffs. If you don't need rebounds, definitely get rid of him or stream the spot. Trey Murphy play rough game as well, and CJ, they're still playing him. I wonder when they're going to not shut him down, but rest him a little bit more. Jordan Hawkins, I think we should pay attention to him, especially with CJ out. He could come in playing 35 minutes and give you 23 points and 4 threes. Right? He hit 4 threes here at 13 points. And Jose Alvarado, another guy that he's back here. He got 23 minutes. He has some value, I think, especially we know what he does, assists and steals. For the Rockets, easy work for Emperor Şengün. 20. He's been playing a lot better, I think, the last week. 20 points here, 6'7" from the line is really good, but only 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He can do everything. Amen Thompson, 11 assists is amazing. 9 rebounds with Fred VanVleet out. I think with Fred VanVleet back, he has to lose a few minutes, or maybe Tara Eason does. Somebody has to lose some minutes. You know, they are just have Jabari Smith-Schuster come off the bench now, so they clearly like Abe Thompson a lot, and he shows it. You know, the eye test also tells you he's a really good defender and does a lot of other things really well. Jalen Gray only 14 points when the whole Rocket team put up 147 points. That's a little bit sad that he's not able to put up a bigger game, but that's just wait for the next one. Tara Eason 24 points, 24 minutes in the short time before Fred VanVleet comes back. He's starting and he's getting good minutes, so we should roster him. He's a must roster. He provided a lot of categories: efficiency, rebound, steals, and blocks. Right, steals and blocks are his biggest categories. So really good defender. Moving on to the next game, we have the Indiana Pacers lost to Atlanta Hawks 118-120. Yeah, these two teams, I mean, they're not going anywhere in the East. But there's, you know, they're not a losing team, so they're gonna make the playoffs every year. But just feel like they're a little bit stagnant year over year, especially the Atlanta Hawks. They've been in the 7th or 8th seed in the East for years. For how many years? And you know, the team just has not changed. You know, they're not. I don't know if they are really aggressively trying to win, but you know, Benedict Mathurin played 39 minutes off the bench. You know, this game Tyrese Halliburton was out, so he had a big game. Andrew Nembhard had a big game with 12 assists and 3 steals. And yeah, surprisingly, TJ McConnell, you know, with Tyrese Halliburton out, TJ McConnell only played 19 minutes. Did he get hurt? So I think next game, if Tyrese Halliburton is out, like Andrew Nembhard for sure, if he's on the waiver wire, Benedict Mathurin, yes, right? Because all the other guys are already playing 30 minutes. Aaron Nesmith had 2 steals and 2 threes. Siakam, I think I saw a clip. I don't know if this is the game where Siakam just made a really bad. Maybe it's this game. Yeah, they're down by. So they are down by 3, with very little time left, maybe 5-6 seconds. Siakam jumping for a layup, and it didn't look like they had a timeout. So really dumb play by Siakam at the end, but fantasy line looks good. Miles Turner, same thing. Fantasy line looks really good. 2 steals and 2 blocks, 14 points and 6 rebounds, but surprisingly did not hit a single 3 here. For the Hawks, Trey 36 points, 8 assists. Yeah, that's what happens when you play the Pacers. You know, they're okay letting you get your star player getting their stats. They just keep the pace up, right? So this is really good. Dyson Daniels, of course, just continues to just swipe 5 steals, 4 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2 threes. I don't know what else to say. The man has been absolutely amazing. The rest of these guys, like Georges Niang and Caris LeVert, you could stream them, but you know they're gonna be up and down. They don't have consistent minutes. But you know, if there's a back-to-back, sure. You know, you gotta have a lot of these guys. Okungwu also just popped off, absolutely popped off. 8 offensive rebounds, 16 rebounds total, 3 steals and 3 blocks. He's really showing it. And next year, I think if they're gonna start him over Okungwu, he could be a guy that's getting drafted, you know, in the top 60 and 70. Like unlike traditional big men, he can actually do a little bit of everything else. Because a lot of big men, they don't get any steals. He's a little bit undersized, so he could get you a bunch of steals, right? Rebounds, of course, some assists, some threes even, right? He's going to score a bunch as well. So definitely a guy with a lot of upside for years to come. Yeah, Capella now, he only gets 16. They finally made the swap. It took them a while, a couple seasons. The next game is the Wizards. They beat the Toronto Raptors 118-117. Good to see Jordan Poole back. Right, we know the Wizards had nothing to play for, but he comes back. You know, I don't know how hurt he really was. 34 points and 7 threes, amazing. Added 5 assists, 3 steals and block. Jordan Poole, very happy with his production overall this year. Bilo Coulibaly also had a decent game with 18 points and 4 steals. Alex Sart, he's been getting a lot of rebounds. That's good. 14 rebounds. He has not been getting blocks. He had 1 block here. He's also been scoring or like having pretty high usage, but you know, we know how bad his efficiencies are. And to be honest, like we only roster him for the rebounds. So really, realistically, if he doesn't get blocks. If he doesn't get blocks, there's no point for us to roster him. Like definitely could be a drop. You know, for sure he gets some rebound. That's nice, 6-7 rebounds, give you 10 points, but you know that's really not going to move the needle. and he's really bad efficiency-wise, right? Super bad. So it's not worth holding on to him if he's not offering blocks. Chris Middleton, of course, they just give him 24 minutes, and Keyshawn George plays. Um, he's just really good. Like 3 blocks here, hit 1 3, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, had 4 fouls, struggled a little bit. And Bob Carrington, they're just not giving him minutes. So if I already have him, I would check Wizards' schedule, see how their schedule looks. If they got a lot of games, I would just keep him. If they don't, then drop it. If they don't have games for the next two days, and you in the playoff, right, for sure, you should probably move on. For the Toronto Raptors, RJ, they've been resting him. He had a decent game actually in just 27 minutes. And how about that? 5 for 5 from the line. Very good job, RJ. Hit 4 threes, 4 for 5. Crazy good efficiency from the 3-point line and from the free throw line, but not from the field. A student block, happy. Scotty Barnes had 18 points, 4 steals. That's also decent. But of course, he goes 4 for 16. Wizards is not a good defensive team. And when you play a team like the Wizards, you go 4 for 16. That is not good. Jacob Pertl, they're playing him. That's fine. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. And Raptors also, you have Grady Dick out for an extended period of time. Who are they going to give the minutes to? Emmanuel Quickly also out. So we know, okay, Jamal Shed and AJ Lawson are the 2 guys that we could be streaming next game if guys continues to be out. But I don't think they're like amazing. Jamal Shed had a good game actually, 9 assists and a steal. That's pretty good. But I don't think Emmanuel Quickly is going to be have a serious injury. But if he does, or he's out for the week, definitely pick him up. Moving on to the next game, we have the Chicago Bulls beat the Miami Heat 114-109. Ooh, look at Josh Giddey. He's been balling though. And I will say a triple-double here. Yeah, great. Three threes. Everything just kind of worked out for him this year. Like Vucevic is being out. We know Zach LaVine got traded. So next year, on this team, he's going to put up some nice numbers. And I would say Trey Jones right now is a must roster with Lonzo Ball out. They've been starting him. Must roster if you're looking guard stats. Like if you're looking for assists, steals, right? He's going to give you exactly that, and some scoring and some threes, but it comes and goes. You see, started, played 32 minutes, great. Kobe White, after going for a career high, 21 points, but 9 for 9 from the line is pretty good. Zach Collins is a must roster. Is Vucevic coming back? I think he would, but Zach Collins is putting up great numbers. 15 rebounds and 18 points with 4 threes, right? Just wait until his assists, his steals, and blocks coming. He could do it out. He's one of those centers. Just like Kelly Olynyk, right? He offers a lot of different categories. And Matas, if you want to have him for some scoring, you could. He's supposed to get some defensive stat. He's super long, right? Long and pretty athletic, but no defensive stats here. For the Heat, they got Wiggins back, who had 22 points, but why only 28 minutes? Not sure why, but I do know Devon Mitchell, just like Jamal Shed, if you're looking for assists, steals, right? He's the guy, 8 assists and a steal here, but did not score a lot. Just have pretty low usage. Tyler Hero played fine, added 2 blocks. That's huge. And Kel Ware also low minutes, 27 minutes. So that is a concern. That's a concern for Andrew Wiggins as well. Although the season is we only have less than 20 games. And the Heat, they're clearly trying to win. Maybe this is what was the score here? Yeah, not exactly a blowout. I wonder why Andrew Wiggins only got 28 minutes. That's not ideal. Maybe it's just the first game back, I think, yeah. But Kel Ware has not been good. He has not been getting a lot of minutes in the playoffs. If you're looking for some assists and steals, for example, you gotta let him go if he's your worst player. Because we hold him for upside, but if you lose your playoffs, it's why are you even holding him for the upside? The next game is the Magic beat the Milwaukee Bucks. This is kind of an upset, I would say. Banchero had an amazing game. Not amazing, but, I would say good game by his standard, efficiency-wise. 56 points on the field, hit 4 threes, 29 points, great. Fred Wagner did his thing. But on this team, Cole Anthony, he played 30 minutes. He's been playing really, really well lately. I will pick him up. He's producing right now at this very moment. 22 points, 9 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks is no joke at all for threes. Sometimes Anthony Black is going to get 24 minutes. They're going to share the minutes, but Jalen sucks. We don't know when he's going to be back, right? They're riding with Cole Anthony. So, yeah, great. Let's go pick him up and just see how things go. For the Bucks, really bad loss, but Damian Lillard and Giannis did their thing. Brook Lopez minutes is low. I don't know why, only 26 minutes, because they don't have Bobby Portis for a while. So they got to rely on some of the starters. AJ Gray had a rough night, but did have 3 steals. Of course, Kyle Kuzma also had a rough night. Magic is a great defensive team. So I guess the game plan was, okay, we're going to get Giannis and Damian Lillard. They're going to get theirs. We're not going to double them too much, but, we're going to shut down their role players. Torian Prince had a decent game, but, just not enough. This Bucks team, nobody's really talking about them, unlike the next 2 teams, the Lakers and Celtics. But, they still have Giannis and Dame, so I wouldn't be surprised, let's say, they beat one of the top teams in the East in the playoffs. Although, I don't know, Doc Rivers is, he gets out-coached pretty consistently, so let's see. If Bucks can make a deep playoff run. If they can, that would help Dame's legacy a lot. The next one, this is the big one. This is the Celtics and Lakers. I saw the ticket for this game is pretty crazy. If those 2 teams meet in the NBA Finals, the ratings will go crazy as well. The Lakers, they got some bad news. LeBron played 34 minutes before he left for a groin injury. He pulled something, it looks like, and it looks like he might be out for a while. So let's wait for him, maybe wait for updates. But if you don't have an IR, even in playoffs, if LeBron could be out for 3 weeks, you got to drop it. I mean, you look at your playoff schedule. If your playoff ends in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right? Why are you even holding him? It's a huge blow. And it's a huge blow for Lakers as well. They were playing so well, but LeBron is 40 years old. The good thing is they still have Luka and they still have Austin Reeves. So even LeBron is out for multiple weeks. Lakers, they're still going to win some games, right? Their standing, it's not going to be a free fall. But given how competitive the West is, it's going to be a concern for this team. Luka, meanwhile, had a good game, but only 3 assists. 3 assists is not ideal. You can get yours, 34 points, that's no problem. 5 threes, pretty good efficiency, but Luka's biggest strength is getting your teammates involved, because you got a lot of 3-and-D guys. Dorian Finney-Smith hit 2 threes, that's fine. LeBron had a big game, almost a triple-double before he got hurt. Vanderbilt, they've been starting him. So, yeah. Jackson Hayes, he just didn't play. I don't know what's going on with Jackson Hayes. Yeah, he did not play. Was he hurt? I guess if Vanderbilt start next game, you could definitely roster him for some rebound and defensive stats. Right? He's a super good defender. He did exactly that. And, with LeBron out, Austin Reeves is going to have a pretty good, maybe in the next few weeks, right? You should expect 20 points, 7 assists, 3 threes, that type of numbers. Yeah. But the rest of these guys like Gabe Vincent, Delton Connect, Jordan Goodwin, even with LeBron out, we don't know really who is going to get more minutes. And, if Rui comes back, right, Rui probably needs to be rostered. If he's on the waiver wire when he comes back, we should pick him up. But Gabe Vincent, Delton Connect, we don't know. Right? We don't know what these guys are going to do. Unless there's the back-to-back, you can stream them for some threes, but that's about it. That's all they offer. For the Celtics, this is the big game. It's a big game when Jason Tatum played 45 minutes. Jaylen Brown played 41 minutes. Jaylen Brown did a great job on Luka Doncic defensively, but I don't know. When I watch Jaylen Brown play, he doesn't play smart basketball. He takes a lot of bad shots. Defensively, sometimes he's overly aggressive. This game, he didn't have foul trouble, or the referee kind of just let them play. But there will be games where he will get in trouble quick, and the team just cannot afford to, have you consistently being in foul troubles. But anyway, he had a great game as well, good efficiency. Al Horford played 37 minutes with no Porzingis. He also had a really good one with 3 steals and a block, 9 rebounds, and hit a 3. Derrick White kind of had a quiet night offensively, but it's okay. We know what he can do. He had 40 points the other night, right? 7 assists and stealing a block is no joke. And, big game, of course, Peyton Pritchard, he's really not going to have any usage, right? Come off the bench, play just 22 minutes, even with Porzingis out. Because I guess Jrue Holiday is back. Jrue Holiday didn't do anything. So that's being the case. I don't think he's a must roster. For sure he's not. Maybe you could stream him. Peyton Pritchard only hit 1 3. Again, I only look at him for streamer. If you're looking for threes that week, yes, you have him. But if you already won, it's, he doesn't offer. I mean, I guess Celtics could rest their players the next game and he will pop off. The last game of the night, also one of the harder teams. The Golden State Warriors beat Detroit Pistons 115-110. Good win for the Warriors. Yeah, they're coming for the 4th spot. Jalen Duren, he's a guy that's, started playing a lot better since Detroit started winning. No blocks here, but still 13 rebounds is fine. Kate Cunningham, 31 points, but only 5 assists. But, Kate Cunningham is just amazing. Great efficiency, 9 for 10 from the free throw line, 2 steals and 2 blocks. The only thing is turnovers. So when you have him, you got to pound turnovers, you got to pound field goal. Although I don't even think you need to pound field goal. His field goal percentage has been decent, right? Kate Cunningham in the last month. Let's see where he's at. 17th ranked player, shooting 50% from the field. That is ridiculous. Shooting 90% from the free throw line on 5 attempts, but turning the ball over at 5 times. But who cares? Who cares? He's been amazing this year. Ausar Thompson, this is a problem. Like sometimes, just like I talked about, Jaylen Brown sometimes over aggressive on defense. This type of night is going to happen to you. Ausar Thompson, 5 fouls, plays just 17 minutes. In the playoff, in a big playoff game, right? Ausar Thompson, I guess they don't need him as much on offense, but like Jaylen Brown, they need you on offense as well. So if you get in foul trouble, it's a big hit for your team. Tobias Harris had 15 points, 12 rebounds. We had, there's some beef between him and Jimmy Butler because not really his fault. It's just the Sixers decided to pay Tobias over Jimmy Butler. So, of course, Jimmy's pissed. Malik Beasley came off the bench. Had a good game, actually. 4 steals and a block and 2 threes. Wow, that's really good. But you mainly have him for assists. For threes and points. For the Warriors, Steph Curry, 32 points. He's been playing a lot better lately, even though he didn't have it going. Still had 32 and 12 for 12 on the free throw line. Jimmy Butler also had a great one. No defensive stats, but 26 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 threes. He started shooting some threes, I guess. 6 for 7 from the line is also good. Draymond, another guy, playing so much better when Warriors started winning. And I guess he is motivated too. 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals in a block. They are very nice numbers. Quinton Post, they're going to start him. If there's a back-to-back, you need a big man that shoot threes, you could stream him. But, yeah, you're not going to get a lot of minutes out of him. Moody, they've been giving him a lot of minutes. With Podziemski out, I think he, for sure we could stream him for, points, threes, a little bit everything else, right? He's going to get some rebound. He's going to play some defense. 3 steals and 7 rebounds here is also very good. They just don't trust Buddy Hield, right? Even with Podziemski out, they're like, let's go with Moody, right? Let Buddy just play around 20 minutes. I think the Steve Kerr have a big problem with his defense. Offensively, we all know how good he is with his 3-point shooting. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.